Good mythical morning, everybody. I always wanted to say that. Ever since I've seen a YouTube channel, I honestly, I think that might be the name of the YouTube channel. It's Good Mythical Morning, but don't quote me on that. It's something I watched with my brother-in-law at some point in my life. But yeah, it's Monday morning. It's about 7:30, and I'm so thankful to be awake right now. I'm so thankful that the Lord let me wake up this morning. Not only that He let me wake up, He put breath in my lungs. He woke me up on time. I didn't get to sleep until after midnight last night because I had such a hard time with this hotel room. If you guys notice something, this is not the same hotel room that I was in the previous video that I uploaded. I'll tell you guys about that maybe later today, or if I get an early out day coming up, I'll tell you a little bit about that. But first things first, I gotta finish getting ready for work. The bus is gonna be here shortly, and I'm gonna have to get to work. So I gotta get moving around, get my blood pumping a little bit, because it is a beautiful Monday morning, although it is freezing cold outside. It's still gonna be a good morning, and I'm so thankful to be alive. Now let's go get it. What a day. What a short day. Still a blessing though. Definitely still a blessing. Got 5 hours in today. That's it. For a Monday, it's not terrible, I guess. But I'm really hoping to start getting those 8-hour days in. See, we didn't even get started until I think the boss clocked it at 8:30. And we worked, but I don't feel like I'm getting, I don't feel like I'm working. If I'm not putting in at least 8 hours, then I don't feel like I'm working. And I know I spent months, the last few months not doing any real manual labor, helping up there at the Hope Center. That's help, but that was me being a servant of God. I wasn't getting paid for that. And sure, I was getting a little bit of food here and there, and I was getting fed, hot food. But, here, let me turn this off so it's not too loud. But, yeah, it was a good day, all in all. But you guys can see, like I said, I am in a different room. Had that electrical shortage over there in room 13. So Martha moved me over here to 12. And it's been good so far. The TV's crappier though. The remote batteries are going dead. But I still had a pretty good day. I'm not complaining. Matter of fact, the boss, one of the first things he said when we got into the truck, everybody was in the truck, if the fact that we're not getting enough hours, if we want to seek out a different job opportunity, one that pays a bit more or more consistent hours, that he wouldn't be mad about it. He would completely understand, because the kind of jobs that we do, it is kind of a hit and miss. Of course, I'm very thankful, but I wish, and I say I don't want for anything, because I try not to want for anything, but I do. I want more hours. Lord, please bring me more hours. I walked up the road the other day, and I noticed that the hotel up the road is hiring, and I was almost willing to walk in there to see, hey, what hours are you hiring for? Maybe if they were hiring for an evening shift, I could potentially work some part-time hours in the evening after work, because now that I am working, I want to start racking in more income. It's still a blessing, I'm still very thankful. But yeah, it's not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon right now, and I'm back in this room. It's cold out. It's cold outside,
And I'm not trying to be spending a lot of time outside right now. You know, when I was working, when I'm working and, I'm warmed up, it's not quite as bad. But, being back here, I'm not going to be trying to sit outside or go for walks too much. So I'm going to be stuck in the room this all afternoon. And there is a place up a little bit up the road, I don't know, about a quarter mile or a little less. It's a creek runoff, and it goes underneath the bridge, and it's all rocky and stuff. I want to go down there and check it out. But it's just been too cold, and like over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday were the coldest days out of the last 3 days, and I spent most of the time inside. Other than yesterday, I walked to the grocery store to pick up some bologna and hot dogs, and some bread and some peanut butter and jelly, so I could eat over the weekend without going to Pizza Hut or Domino's or the Chinese buffet. And I ate peanut butter and jelly all weekend. I ate a lot of stuff over the weekend. Again, I'm stuck in this room. I have nothing else to do. Watch garbage on TV and eat. And that's what I did. So today, the boss didn't pick me up until 8 o'clock this morning. Tomorrow it's going to be about the same time. So I'm hoping for a longer day tomorrow. I'm going to pray to the Lord above. Give me more hours, please. Provide everyone on the team more hours this coming up week and next week. And I'm serious about that. I'm gearing up to try to get an apartment come the 2nd of February, and it's already the 19th of January. And it's going to be super tight. It's going to be kind of difficult to do, and I'm hoping I'm still going to be able to do it. And you guys know I'm not taking advantage of the pantry and the Hope Center helping me out with food, getting free food from there. So I'm having to buy all my food throughout the week. And I know you guys are probably saying, I could hear it now in the comments below, well, we all buy groceries. It's just part of life. And I'm like, yeah, I get that. But with the income I'm making, the hours that I'm working and the money I'm spending on food and stuff, and I just had to buy a new pair of jeans as well. It's in my bag. The boss man took me to Walmart. Well, it took a couple of us to Walmart, just a little bit ago. And I got a new pair of jeans because these ones are pretty much all worn out. I got a big hole in the backside. And I think I'm going to try to get one more day out of them. But I'll end up bringing my new pair with me just in case. But those were $15, and groceries yesterday, I did say yesterday I went, but it was actually Saturday when I went to the grocery store. I spent $40 on groceries, and I'm doing what I can to maintain and not spend so much. And I'm praying to the Lord above that we have plenty of hours coming up. But yeah, for the remainder of the day, I'm here. Maybe watch some more TV or play on the computer. Not really sure. I think I'm going to do some more reading of the Bible though. It's right over there on the nightstand. There is a Holy Bible. So I think I'm going to pick up where I left off with Genesis 1:20. I'm going to pick up from there and read a bit more. I only like to read a little bit of the Bible at a time. That way I can process it. Because I'm not reading the NIV or the ESV version. I'm reading the Old Testament, the King James, so I can get a better comprehension of how it's meant to be, received, without using the words the and then the way it's originally or close to the original way it was written. But yeah, that's pretty much what I have to do today, guys. Today was an amazing day. I know I didn't record anything this morning because my boss showed up a little early and didn't have time to do it. But I had a really good day. Only got about 6 hours in today, which again, it's good. I'm not complaining. After work, went to my boss's place, picked up his van or his wife's van, and drove it to the dealership so they could get the passenger back slide door lock mechanism and one other mechanism fixed because it quit working and they couldn't open that slider door. So we got that dropped off today. So hopefully they can get that repaired for him pretty quick and get it back to his wife so she can use it. But yeah, I had a really good day. I didn't sleep real well last night. I mean, I slept hard, but I didn't sleep well. I woke up not real tired, but sluggish. I think I've been eating way too much. You know, over the weekend, like I said, I bought a bunch of food and I ate a lot of it because nothing else to do around here. And I'm really missing being out there where I was camping. I am really thankful for this place. Being able to have a shower every evening, hot coffee in the morning, and a bed to sleep in is really nice. But I'm missing, I miss camping, you know, sleeping in my tent, being out in the wilderness, by the river, you know. I miss it. And I've been thinking about that a lot lately. Oh, but I did get a new pair of jeans yesterday. Those other pair that I had, they were worn out. If I would have bent over too far at any given moment, I could have tore out the entire back end of those pants. But yeah, guys, it's about 4:30 now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go hop in the shower. Maybe even sit in the tub for a while, listen to some Christian music, relax for a while. We'll see if I get up early enough in the morning to record a little bit. Good morning, guys. Yesterday morning, I woke up too late to record anything. And last night, I recorded a bit of stuff, but I don't think I'm going to be adding it into the video this time around. I think it's a bit raw, and it might be a little too harsh for you guys. Now, partly due because of where my mindset was and still currently is, I am struggling with some stuff. And perhaps I'll bring you guys up to speed on it at some point, but I'm still working it out inside my head. And yesterday I spoke and recorded without fully understanding how I was feeling, so I'm gonna be leaving that part out. Anyways, today is Thursday morning and I've been drinking on coffee because I've been awake since 5:15 this morning. I went to sleep around 10 o'clock last night, and I don't think I had a hard time sleeping. I just had a hard time staying asleep. I just kept waking up. I woke up around 4 o'clock, and then around 5, and then again at 5:15. And I laid in my bed for about 15 minutes or so. I got up around 5:30 officially. I got up, I went and took a shower, got my coffee going, and I am battling with some stuff, guys, but like I said, I'm gonna wait a little while to talk about it till I get it figured out.
So it'll probably be in the next episode. That burrito was tasty. Actually, I had 2 beef and bean burritos with some Fiesta shredded cheese on top. Yeah, that's my Saturday morning breakfast. And I've been sitting here on my computer working on stuff. And I've also been thinking about stuff because the last couple of days I've done a couple of recordings, but I've also been feeling a certain way. And those recordings I chose to scrap. I completely scrapped them because, first of all, I wasn't in the right headspace. I haven't been, and I don't exactly, or should I say I didn't know exactly why, and I guess I still don't. I'm still, human. I'm flesh, and as it is, the devil is constantly trying to disrupt the human beings, and trying to tear apart the positivity within them, trying to get them to deviate off the Lord, off the path of the Lord, which I have been doing my best for a long time to obey the Lord and to stay obedient to the Lord. And it's been such a struggle being back, in a bigger town, having the things like pizza, alcohol, cigarettes, all at the tips of my fingers. And I was living out in the woods in my tent, and I'd have to walk 2.5 miles to get any of that stuff. And now it's all within a quarter of a mile mostly. And I think that was the biggest hit that I took, because I was out there for an entire month. I mean, just staying in that one spot. I've been traveling for 2 months, so it was about 3 months that I didn't have any of that stuff. And then I got around it, and it's like bam, 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 get me. And so I did. And I'm so sorry, Lord, but I did. I drank alcohol. I did things that I shouldn't be doing, and I didn't start feeling like I was feeling after I started drinking the alcohol. No, it's something that has been coming on and beating me up and beating me up and beating me up every single day. It just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And that's how I knew it. Right there, that Satan was wearing me down. Because I didn't go get alcohol the first time I felt like that. It was numerous days that had passed, and it just built up and stacked and then stacked and then stacked some more until I was like, whatever, I might as well go do it. I am stuck in this room for a half a day most days because, bless his heart, my boss, some of the work we've been doing, it's only been 4 hours a day and maybe 5 hours a day. And we start early in the morning. So that's why I didn't want to incorporate the last few days of my recordings, because it would have been too negative. And I spent last night thinking about stuff, and not just last night. I think about stuff all the time. And this is a spiritual journey for me. And those of you that are sticking around to watch this journey, thank you so much. It means more to me than what I can express in words. The thing is I am growing,
And just like everyone else out there, and I'm sure, I know I'm not alone. This journey, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it. It's not just the small room, but it does feel like it's the small room because Satan is trying to give excuses, trying to put excuses in my mind, in my heart, to go do these things that I know I shouldn't be doing if I'm following the Lord. And it's been putting a lot of weight on my heart and a lot of anger in me as well. And I had to say no more. And today is a new day. And yeah, because of the way the weather is outside, and here's a picture of what it looks like outside right now. I might be stuck in this room. I mean, I could go for a walk or whatever if I chose to, but the boss said that, we'll have Saturday and Sunday off as usual, but Monday and Tuesday and possibly Wednesday we're not going to be working. But it's okay because I am prepared myself, and I had a long talk with my boss. And if I haven't mentioned it before, I met my boss at church. He approached me and offered me the job at church. And if you guys can think about that for a minute, that right there says a lot. I'm supposed to be on this spiritual path of growing with the Lord. And that's something I had to consider. I was like, I was put here, I was put there, and I was put over there, lining everything up. The Lord has done that, lining everything up. And I've got to be thankful for that. So I'm going to end the video off here because it's getting long enough. And I got some great news coming up though. So do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you haven't already, smash that like button if you found yourself enjoying this one. Share it with somebody you think might enjoy it. Also, guys, I have a Discord, a Patreon, and a Buy Me a Coffee. All the links are in the bio. Go check it out. I would really appreciate the support. I never really want to say seem needy. That's why I rarely ever mention these things. But if you guys want to support my journey, just go ahead and check out those links and let me know what y'all thought in the comment section below. We will see you in the next one. Daibosha.